Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Detective Comics issue number 1023. This was a freaking fantastic comic book with a nice little couple of surprises in here. One that just had me going, oh my. All right, let's get talk about who made this comic book. Then we'll break into some of the comic book itself. I will be giving a spoiler for a part in this book, which it's not necessarily at the end of the book, but it is still important nonetheless. All right, and it's something that you should definitely read the book for. So I'll tell you when that spoiler is about to happen, and then you piss off if you haven't actually read the book yet, because you want to actually get surprised. You don't want the spoiler. Trust me on that. All right, let's get talking. So this is a prelude to the Joker War. Joker hears a who. That's what I sound like. Horton hears a who. I love that. Peter J. Tomasi does the story and the words. Brad Walker does the art. Andrew Hennessy does the inks. The colors are done by Brad Anderson. The letters are by Rob Lay. And the cover is Walker, Hennessy, and Anderson. There's a variant cover by Lee Bermejo. Boom, 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 boom. Batman was created by Bill Finger. All right, we're good. So this starts off with the Joker showing up, and he's going into the tomb where all the talons are. And he's going to open just one of them. Just one. Because he beat up a couple of the Court of Owls people and he was able to get one of the potions. Did he want more than one? Should he have gotten more than one? That'd be cool. But he found one. So he decided to use it on the most important one. That's going to be the spoiler towards the end of this book. So now Batman himself, he's dealing with a lot of crap. Now he comes across... I'll just say it. It's Strange, Hugo Strange, and the Mad Hatter, and they're responsible for a lot of the crap that's going on with Two-Face, right? The microchip buried deep inside of his brain that's causing him to act up. Yeah, so Batman's not having any of that crap, and he goes straight up after them. There's some fun stuff that happens in here, including the return of the Rookie armor. Now, the Rookie armor was brought back recently in, I think it was a Batman and Superman book, or Superman and Batman, whatever the heck it was, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that because I thought I think that's the first time that the Rookie armor's been brought back since the New 52, and I feel it was just the biggest waste in the world for that to happen. Maybe it's actually the Justice League when that happened. Either way, it was just straight booty the way that it happened. I was actually angry at that. I'm like, what a waste. Because if that didn't happen, this could have happened, and this would have been a much cooler way to do it. Granted, if the previous one didn't happen, then they could have just used this and extended it a little bit longer, because I would have loved to see Two-Face using this for... That's right, it was Two-Face that was in the Rookie armor, and I feel like this should have gone on for an extra issue, at least, because holy crap, that was wild to see that. Because they didn't even just come right out and say, oh, it's the Rookie armor. No. This was only for people who have read that stuff back in the day. So I was digging on this. Anyway, so you get a whole lot of what's happening there. And dude, I gotta say, Tomasi's just one of those master storytellers who, for some strange freaking reason, does not get this kind of credit that he's deserved for so long. And it baffles the mind. It baffles my mind. How is that possible? People just, they see these stories, just like, oh, there's a good story. And they don't remember Tomasi wrote this. A lot of the great stories that we've read, Tomasi wrote those. Some of the coolest, most recent Batman stories, 2 years ago, whatever, that was Tomasi. It was saying Adventures of the Super Sons, Super Sons proper, one of the best books that's ever come out in modern days. Yeah, Tomasi. So when you get to see this, you get to see the editor's notes in the previous issue, at least, where a lot of the story came from. Him not even wrapping up stories that he's told before. No, him just expounding upon them. It's like, hey, you know what else I could do with that story? Revisiting some of these. They're great. And you never feel left out when you're reading his work. Because it's like, if you don't know why this is, who this character is or why this stuff is happening, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's really just there as an Easter egg for those of us who have seen it. I'm sure there's plenty that Tomasi has written that I've looked at and I just glanced right by, like, oh, hey, this is a cool story, and I didn't realize that was an Easter egg for something that happened a long time ago. I'm positive that's happened. Am I at a loss for not recognizing those? No, not at all. But if I did read those stories, and those of you who have read those stories, they're just the little Easter eggs that are like, oh, shoot. And this is not even just world building, but it is. It's storytelling at its finest, all right? Tomasi, I'm telling you, Tomasi deserves to have one of those names up on that Rushmore of current comic book writers, because the stuff that this guy does is just out of this world. This was amazing. Here comes the spoiler. All right, so if you haven't, spoiler. I said spoiler. Go away if you haven't read this comic book yet. The particular talon that he awakes, since he can only awake one, is Lincoln March. Now, are we going to discover that this is in fact actually the brother of Thomas Wayne, or the son of Thomas and Martha Wayne, the brother of Bruce Wayne? Is that what we're going to find out? Because mind you, while he said it's true, it has also been shown that without a DNA test, there's no way to actually know this for sure. I bet you the Joker knows. That's what's so messed up about this. I'll bet you that the Joker knows. But either way, no matter how you rub this, it's freaking wild. And I can't wait to see what Tomasi's going to do with this story right now. Dude, I'm telling you. Right now, we're going to, I've seen it before, but we're going to see it again. Tomasi's going to tell his own story. Prelude to Joker War, he's going to have to do some stuff in Joker War. I'm sure he absolutely will. But it's still going to be his world. It's still going to be Tomasi's stories. And he's not going to compromise a whole lot. Oh, I've got to incorporate that into this? Sure. But I'm still going to tell my stories. I'll have that stuff in, and it's not going to be like a distraction or anything like that. No. It's going to be part of what we're doing. All right? It's going to increase the whole. But I'm still going to tell my stories also. And it's just going to blend in perfectly. And we're already seeing that in this prelude. Dude, masterful work. And I just like Brad Walker on art. Everybody who did the art, freaking amazing. All of it. This was a really good book. Detective Comics, in my opinion right now, is the best Batman storytelling and reading that you're going to get currently. And that's saying a lot, because I do like Tomasi's stuff. Go and check out my review for Batman 94, which just came out this week also, because I got a lot to say in there also about this. Anyway, I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.